Welcome back, everyone. I'm on my way to the junkyard. I actually got off track here. That I did a video a while back about when I do rear differential rebuilds, that I advise the customer, based on what my findings are, that yeah, you should replace this entire rear. There's no way that I'm going to get every bit of metal out of this rear end in my environment. And if it's a catastrophic failure, then of course that. But then there's cases where it's eating an axle, or it's ate a bearing and not the axle. We had some gears, planetaries or idler gears, chip, chunk. That we do everything in our power to get in our power in-house to clean that rear out. But you can only get as much as you can out without hot tank and sonic washing that rear end. That when I'm done with that rear end, and trust me, we use lots of brake cleans, rags, everything in our power to get that rear end to my satisfaction on how clean it is. You'd be shocked how many rear differentials don't have any magnets in the cover or anywhere anymore. That when I do a solid rear axle, and I suspect that it's more than what we can satisfy for cleanliness, is I take neodymium magnets and I stick one before the bearing, one before the outer bearing and axle, opposite side, pinion bearing side, and if there isn't one inside the differential cover, another one at the very bottom of the differential, so that it is collecting the materials. Now, I haven't seen anyone back for failure. Again, when I do this practice, and I've been doing it for years, that's how I ensure that whatever's possibly potentially loosens up or comes loose or has been hiding where I couldn't get it. And obviously it's not chunks, right? It's all the micros and the fines. The power of those magnets are doing the job. And people have commented in the past, why do you do that? I do that because it works. No different than my race car engine, that it's a race engine, it's going to be abused. How much abuse? No one really knows how much abuse it's going to be. Did I go the wrong way? That on my race car engine, I have two filters. I have the LS engine on the pan, and then I have a remote oil filter with a remote oil cooler. Both filters get magnets in it, and the drain plug is magnetized. And people are like, well, why do you do that? It's things I've learned over the years that are just added protection for many reasons. You would think that these manufacturers who put out these cars would think about, what could I do to help make poor manufacturing processes and things like that not have catastrophic failure, or improve longevity and reliability of our engines, transmissions, and differentials. Just like the Silverado, if that thing didn't have two magnets in there, could you imagine how long that transmission would have actually lasted with one magnet filled? It filled two magnets with debris at 109,000 miles. So magnets are your friends, believe it or not. So if you have a new vehicle, putting a magnet on your oil pan, or a magnetic drain plug, or a magnet on your oil filter, additional magnets on your transmission, transfer case, differentials, boy, you could definitely add a lot more life to your vehicle. I hope this makes sense to anyone, and anybody else that does the things that I do like that with magnets, let me know.